Is Sophia really a dangerous villain? Or was it a lie by the Penguin to get closer to power? In the last few hours, the third episode of The Penguin, a series that shows us the story of what happened after the events of Matt Reeves' The Batman, was released. In this episode called Bliss, we finally got to know the substance that Sophia was waiting to distribute in her city. One that could have connections with a poison from the comics. But the question this episode leaves us with is whether Sophia really was the killer she was accused of being. In this video, we'll talk about Sofia Falcone, the reason she was locked up in Arkham, and what we might see in the fourth episode of the Penguin series. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Welcome to the Oasis Geek. Before we start with this video, and to celebrate the arrival of the Penguin series, we will be giving away a Funko Pop from the Batman movie. To participate, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel and leave a comment telling us who is your favorite character from the DC universe and why. The winner will be announced on October 31st. The third episode of The Penguin shows us the effects of a new drug, which has been introduced to the city by Sofia Falcone, a woman who was a long-time inmate at Arkham Asylum, one of the worst places to be if you're a criminal. According to the story, when she was younger, Sophia had a dual identity. Although she was raised as a mob princess, secretly, Sophia was a serial killer known as the Hangman, who took the lives of several people. It is believed that Sophia was so violent and unstable that even the men of her own father, Carmine Falcone, feared her. After it was discovered that Sophia was a serial killer, she was sent to Arkham. In this episode, we saw how Sophia hinted that she had come to that place because of a trap set by the Penguin, perhaps to accumulate power. However, she denied being the Hanged Man. But who is the Hangman, and why was she so feared? According to the story, Sophia killed at least 7 women and used the Penguin as her driver. At one point, the Penguin assisted in the Hangman's arrest, which resulted in Sophia being caught and sent to Arkham. During her stay at Arkham, not only was she subjected to physical and psychological abuse, but in this latest episode, we discover that she was also the victim of experiments with a drug called Bliss. In other versions of Gotham, we have seen different drugs coming from Arkham, such as fear gas, whose experiments in some versions are performed by the Scarecrow in Arkham, as well as laughing gas, also used by the Joker, who is currently in Arkham. I think what Sophia is bringing to Gotham is a drug created perhaps by the Scarecrow, waiting for the moment to reveal himself as a villain hiding in the shadows. However, the question that brings us to today's video is whether or not Sophia really is that serial killer she was accused of. In the comics, Sofia Falcone is one of Gotham's most dangerous killers. She is manipulative and becomes one of Batman's cruelest rivals. Sophia would hang her victims, emulating the Hangman's game. After murdering each of them, she would leave clues in the form of words, creating a macabre word game related to the children's game. In the promo for the fourth episode of The Penguin, a scene is seen where several people point at the Penguin, while Sophia says, "How does it feel to see something revealing itself?" This hints that in this episode, Sophia will discover that the Penguin is not as loyal as she thought. The tension between the two will begin to escalate, and Sophia may start to see the Penguin as a threat rather than an ally. In addition, we are likely to see flashbacks that will show us Sophia's victims, revealing why the Penguin decided to turn her in the past. This will not only explain her betrayal, but also Sophia's actual cruelty, making it clear to which extent she was dangerous and violent. These scenes will help to better understand the fear she generated even in her father's men. In another important scene, Sophia will see newspaper clippings exposing that she was the serial killer known as the Hangman, with a photo of her arrest in 2012 before being sent to Arkham. It is no coincidence that they chose an actress known for her roles in romantic or family stories. The intention seems to be to create an ambiguity around her character, making the audience doubt whether she is really the villain or not. However, when analyzing her version in the comics, it becomes clear that behind her fragile and kind appearance, she hides a psychopath willing to subject her victims to the cruelest. I am convinced that in the next episodes, we will see her true nature come to light. Sophia is secretly moving her pieces, making a list of the people she plans to take revenge on. With each step, she gets closer to her plan to take over Gotham. Not only is she seeking revenge, but she's preparing something much bigger. Her enemies can't even imagine what's coming. But soon, chaos is going to erupt. In the upcoming episodes, we will see the return of the Hanged Man, her most dangerous identity. This time, she's not going to stop for anything or anyone. The Penguin, who thought he had everything under control, is going to have to confront her. It's no longer a question of power, but of stopping someone who is completely out of control. This confrontation could be one of the most intense moments of the season. Also, the drug that has been released from Arkham Hospital is about to wreak havoc on the city. As more people use it, the effects will become more severe, and Gotham will begin to sink into chaos. Sophia will have control of this drug, using it to manipulate others and generate even more destruction. All of this could be what forces Batman to come out of retirement. The city is going to be in ruins, and it will be necessary for someone to bring justice before everything gets out of control. However, there is another side to the coin. What if the Penguin was really lying all along? What if he was the real serial killer? Let's think about this for a moment. The Penguin was Sophia's driver, which means that he was present at many of the places where the crimes occurred. It wouldn't be unreasonable to imagine that he could have been manipulating the situation to his advantage from the beginning. Furthermore, we have seen throughout the series how the Penguin is a highly violent person, capable of making impulsive and cruel decisions when he feels cornered. What if all this time the Penguin was using Sophia as a mere distraction to cover up his own crimes? It wouldn't be the first time we've seen the Penguin take advantage of others to get his way. Remember, he has already used the rival family to escape the responsibility for the death of one of his bosses. If this is true, then it is possible that the Penguin committed the murders of these women, while making Sophia take the blame to divert attention from his own crimes. So what if the real villain is not Sophia, but the Penguin? What if the Penguin was really the Hangman? Perhaps this would be one of the most surprising revelations in the story. But tell me, what do you think about all this? Will we see Sofia Falcone becoming the Hanged Man? Or could it be that it was all a lie from the Penguin? Share your opinion in the comments. And for more videos of your favorite series and movies, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. You are on The Oasis Geek.